beautiful. Ta-da! We're back. Thank you for watching. Hello. You look beautiful. My co-host, my studio audience. Thank you. I love the roar of the crowd. How you doing? After that reception, I'm floating. Thank you. Magic Johnson is firing back at Donald Sterling, and Justin Bieber has been accused of attempted robbery. Plus, we've got more clues into why Solange attacked Jay-Z. And it might involve Rihanna. Let's talk about it and more. It's time for what? You got it. I see you. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. So, thank you, thank you. We've got a lot of ground to cover today, so let's just start, because the streets are still talking about what led up to Solange's violent attack on Jay-Z in the elevator. You never get tired of seeing this video, say some of the producers that work here. I'm over the story, actually, but, well, I am, but I know it's my duty to spill it, so I'll continue. We all know the Standard Hotel, the Met Gala after party, yada, 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 a 3-minute and 27-second video. Of course, we can't show you the whole thing, but you see the important parts, including that parting shot that she gives him as they're leaving the, I don't mean to laugh, that's not right. But of all the things the security guard did, and by the way, I get that he's there to protect Beyonce, but why would he leave Solange and Jay-Z in the elevator so she can get that parting shot? Anyway, so the theory, the first theory I'm gonna tell you comes from the New York Daily News today. It says that Solange's friend, oh, by the way, remember my comment about Rachel Roy yesterday, the clothing designer? I left a beat out of that story, and that beat is Rachel Roy and Solange were friends enough to attend the Met Gala in 2012 together, just so that you know. Anyway, back to the party at the Standard. One theory that the Daily News has today is that Solange's friends showed up at the Standard Hotel using Jay-Z's name to try to get through, because I guess, you know, the Solange name wasn't powerful enough. And no, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, this is a really crappy industry. Like, she's probably sick and tired of being called Beyonce's sister Solange. You know, she actually does put out some pretty good earthy music. You know, she's got her following, she's a DJ, and she's an artist herself. And I get it when Beyonce's your sister that we call her Beyonce's sister Solange, but that has got to be tiring. You know what I mean? So the friends show up, and the friends are using Jay-Z's name to try to get into the party. The friends are dressed inappropriate, and I don't know who the friends were, but they might have been like some Brooklyn hipsters. She lives, or lived at one point over, you know, like she's a hipster. Maybe they, anyway, the point is that a party like that doesn't have +5s. You can't just bring people in. Jay-Z got upset, according to the Daily News, and you know, told her, you know, stop using my name to get in, you know, for your friends to get into the party. Well, that's one theory. You know, I still stick with the theory that I told you about yesterday, the whole Rachel Roy and Solange got up in her face. I don't feel like going through it. Go to my YouTube channel. You can look back on Hot Topics. But and they also were only in this party, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Solange, for 20 minutes before they left, because she got up in Rachel Roy's face, and you know that was an argument. Jay-Z, another theory is, tried to ditch Beyonce and Solange to go to Rihanna's party. And it's being alleged that then Solange said, well, why do you have to go to another party without your wife? Why can't you just go home? If you know what she was implying. Then there's another theory. There's another theory in the New York Post today, and they said that Solange was very drunk. Well, you want to know what? We talk a lot about people around here, but I'm going to tell you one thing right now. I don't believe that Solange was drunk. I don't believe Solange was high. But what I am wondering is, do Beyonce and Jay-Z want to protect their own reputation so much that they actually have their publicists putting that out there? You see? You make it so that, you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce will be fine, and people will look at Solange as being the wayward, drunken, you know, sister, because our reputations and our image, you know, as the premier couple is so important that we'll just throw Solange under the bus. I wonder. All right, so there was a body language expert that told the Daily Mail. Well, no. Listen. Oh, if you want me to tell, I'm going to dissect the story for you. You know. Excuse me, dissect. I've always had a problem with that word, dissect. Anyway, the body expert told the Daily Mail that Beyonce's reaction in the elevator shows that this probably has happened before. The way she just stood there. Which, you know, I said that yesterday, and I think a lot of you all agreed with me through the TV and whatnot, that, you know, for Beyonce to just be standing there and doing nothing at all, like none of this was surprising to her, you know, and then people are throwing it around, you know, on the blogosphere that Jay-Z puts hands on Beyonce. Now I say, whoa, where are we going with this? And there are a whole bunch of pictures with close-ups of bruises and things like that. Oh, excuse me, you bump your knee on the cabinet and you get a bruise if you're thin-blooded like me. So yeah, I'm not buying that part. But anyway, Solange and Jay-Z reportedly were spotted yesterday in Manhattan at a jewelry store shopping. Yeah, no, I've heard outlets talking about this, but I've got the real tea because Mr. Flawless happens to be a family friend. And so we call Mr. Flawless and he says, no, Solange and Jay-Z were not here looking at buying or checking out jewelry, but Money Man Mayweather was. Yeah, so it was Floyd Mayweather, and that was what all the hoopla was in front of Mr. Flawless jewelry store. So, by the way, Beyonce this morning woke up and posted these pictures on her Instagram page, you know, wanting that sisterly thing back. They'll get it back together, but they got to straighten out their mess. And I say the only way you straighten it out is stay in the house. Stop going to Nets games. You know what I mean? Pop your popcorn, put on the ID channel on low tones so that you can hear each other talk. You know, you drink your champagne. You just stay in the house for like, you know, 5 years and just, well, or however long it takes to straighten this out. I mean, Beyonce and Jay-Z are going on their world tour still. As a matter of fact, as recent as yesterday, didn't they add like 4 more dates? 2 more? Yeah. So they're gonna be out touring. Why don't they have Solange be their opening act and then you all can be on tour and get it together? Alas, did you see Magic Johnson on CNN with Anderson Cooper last night? Clap if you saw that. Yeah. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't see it. Oh, I know. I was messing with my parents. They came over for dinner. We ordered in and had good kitchen table talk about all kind of things. Anyway, look, Magic Johnson sat down with Anderson Cooper last night to respond to Donald Sterling's disgusting comments. So I want you to watch this tape, and then we're gonna talk more.
It's a shame that Donald used this platform with you to, instead of coming out apologizing to the world, which would have been great, and said, you know what, I'm sorry I made some mistakes, and left it there. Magic Johnson shouldn't have been included in your conversation because I have nothing to do with this. But since you put me in it again, and then you want to try to disrespect me of the work that I've done in the minority community, that really makes me upset.
Magic, it doesn't make you half as upset as Barbara Walters feels right now. Because this is her last week. Do you realize we are winding? She's got 48 more hours on TV and then she's gone. And this damn Jay-Z, Beyonce scandal and this damn Sterling has taken away from her shine. I mean, Kelly Rowland got married over the weekend and nobody's talking. So, Magic, by the way, shout out to you and Cookie, your wife, and your children. I apologized yesterday for saying that Donald Sterling might be jealous of Magic because Magic might have had his way with V. Stiviano. You know, that's a married man, and I apologize, Magic, sir. Thank you. Accept my apology. But Magic, I must say this. I got a chance to watch the interview this morning while I was in hair and makeup, and I felt like you were talking right at me when you said, he said during the interview, now my name's being thrown around like I know this V. Stiviano. I felt he was talking to me through the TV. He denied talking with Anderson. I don't know V. Stiviano. I met her one time. We took that one picture. That's that. So, sir, I apologize. And there's the picture. Oh, by the way, Magic, stop talking about this Sterling thing. I just, like, really, let the man wallow in his own pigness. You really, we know that you and your team could buy, you know, anything that you want in this world, including the Clippers, but you know what? There's no point in even barking back at this man. He's so old and stupid. I really don't care about talking about Justin Bieber. But I can't be selfish when I formulate the hot topics. Do you know what I'm saying? There are many, many people watching right now who give a damn. I happen to not be one of them. Alas, I will try to deliver the story with passion. So, Justin Bieber is under investigation for trying to steal a cell phone. Well, here's what happened. No, for real. Here's what happened. Allegedly, Justin Bieber was at like this park. The park had like a putting golf and I guess skeet shooting and whatever's going on, you know, at the park. It's Justin's gang of people, his friends, and then there was another gang of people, not a real gang like Colors, but you know, a group of, like a group of, I didn't say Colors, did I? Shout out to you, Ice-T. Wow. Two groups of guys. And apparently, Justin's group got into it with the other guy group, where there's a mom over there with her daughter, and all they're trying to do is, you know, stand at the putting green and putt. When all of a sudden they look over, they're like, oh my God, that's Justin Bieber, and they're getting into it. So Justin thought that the mom was taking pictures or video footage of what was going on. So as the confrontation is occurring, Justin side-eyes and sees the mom and daughter and decides to strode over there. Strode. Anyway, go over there. And so when he gets over to the mom, he says, were you taking pictures? And the mom says, no. Mind you, the daughter's 13 years old. And so the mom says no and puts her phone in her bag. Justin wrestles her to the ground for the bag, takes the phone out, and demands the combination to unlock the phone and commences to roll him through to look at the pictures. I know. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, which is what is the point of having a 13-year-old around? Why'd you get that damn cell phone for the girl if she's not gonna film this whole thing? Or at the very least, jump in and help. So the mom unlocks the phone, but she is now, apparently there's some sort of legal situation going on because, you know, he got physical with her and went in her handbag and took the phone. Now, we would have the proof if the daughter wasn't so starstruck and thought with her head I would crack my son's skull if something like that happened. And here we are, you know, he has his little whatever phone, and didn't take the footage. So busy humming. I hope I made that story sound interesting. Thank you. My mom and dad were gonna stay over long enough for the three of us to watch Tori and Dean, because my Kevins are over, like they don't even care at all. But then after the first 5 minutes, I realized it's more of the same thing. Her crying, him copping please. I escorted them to the front door, and then I went to bed. However, I did have a clip that I wanted to show you last night on True Tori. Apparently, Dean got a job offer to return to Canada, AKA the scene of the crime, to participate in that cooking show where he was filming in Canada when he had that, the cheatation that we know of. Anyway, I'm gonna roll the footage and then we're gonna talk. Go ahead.
He comes home and then it's like, oh, by the way, Trop Canada got picked up. I'm gonna be leaving for 2.5 months. We're just trying to work on our marriage. And the kids, they just got him back. I don't know how he can even think about going right now. It's just bad timing, I don't know. I guess I just always assumed after everything happened that that would be it. You would never go back to that show, you would never go back to Toronto. Like, we would just work on our relationship and our family.
I didn't even think they'd want to hire me back after everything.
Why wouldn't they want to hire you back?
Because I'm a liar and I cheated and I have a drug and alcohol problem.
Then maybe you shouldn't go.
Hashtag Dean, you're a ratings grabber with all that mess you got going on. Of course they're gonna hire you back. And as far as you, Tori, why wouldn't you pack up you and the kids in the minivan and go to Canada with your husband and work on your marriage up there? What is the matter with you? I mean, and that's one of the great things about having kids who are fairly young. I mean, I know the oldest is like 7 years old, so that's like second grade, but you can miss a few days of second grade. It's not gonna hurt you when you start applying for colleges later. You pack up the kids and you get your behind up to Canada and you work on your marriage up there. What is she thinking with? As a matter of fact, you know what? And please, Tori, save it. I'm working on a show with Jenny Garth for the ABC Family Channel, Mystery Girls. Because of you and the reputation that you now have out there, which is less than smart and really pathetic at this point, Tori. Nobody's gonna watch Mystery Girls. No, because she's gonna be acting in it. They're not just producing it, Tori's acting in it. Tori has ruined it for me to see her as anything other than a less than smart, entitled rich girl. You can never act in anything that I'll ever believe again. And you've been in some good Lifetime movies. I don't wanna see that anymore. And clearly your relationship with your mom is still messed up. And clearly you and Dean have money problems, so why wouldn't you want your man to go out there and earn some money while you follow him to Canada? You know what, Tori? And you're so in love with being on TV that you've virtually... Clap if you watch this show. Oh my gosh. And even when you clap, you're embarrassed. Oh my gosh. Yes, you're embarrassed. Beautiful yellow dress, second row. Yeah, look. You can't stop watching. It's a car wreck. I really do like Tori Spelling, and I don't like that I don't like her in that way anymore. And I know that you're in love with being on TV, Tori, but if you want to be on TV and maybe come back to the good graces of people who are now looking at you less than smart, then the only show that you should do, and you don't have to give me credit, this is a freebie, is Tori Goes Alone. How many times do I say that through the TV? Where she divorces that man and she moves in with her mom. And you bring all 4 of your kids. Mrs. Spelling has got a gigantic condo. She bought the whole upstairs to the condo. It's not like some condo over in Clifton, New Jersey. This is a condo down. You'd have your own entrance and everything. It should be Tori Goes It Alone, starring Tori, the relationship with her mother, get rid of that man you call a husband, the 4 kids, and Tori dates. Tori goes out with her girlfriends. We actually see her smiling. Maybe she does a little therapy, but that's the show you should be doing, Tori. Oh, my stomach's so tight. Look, I want to tell you about something very special and exciting that we're doing here at Wendy for the month of June. We've teamed up with our friends at Aaron's, and we're giving you a chance to win a room in June. I know. All month long, we're giving away an entire bedroom, a complete living room, some kitchen and laundry room appliances, and your very own mom cave. Oh, please. While the other talk shows take their summer break for 3 lazy months, we'll be working for you, everyone, all through the month of June. And all you have to do is go to wendyshow.com and tell us why you need a new room, and you may end up owning one. Good luck.